Hey guys, I am a serious boy here. We have a lot of complaint about what happened earlier on yesterday, so there's a broadcast will be happen on in Royal High. Will be relocate around like campus for in the classroom or something or in the library. So I want y'all to watch the cooperation and full cooperation with us. Watch the live stream carefully on what in Royal High we have to make an announcement about the family. So please watch it in the broadcast. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the CEO of the Royal High of JHU2. I would like to have some message regarding about the family has made of a issue with one of the hostel of Superstar Tour Group. So our message has told that his parents has just stopped him from too much outing to cause it to have a trouble to get him back to work in Hong Kong. One more, that this thing happened, that always remember that he has his own rights and make his own decision. Forcing isn't allowed. That's what happened that cause it to like upset people. In Royal High, there's a lot of ways to how will you avoid being forced yourself, and how will you avoid forcing other people. One more thing to tell you, that parents should not allow to force child, and this is what happened. Your child made a decision. Mistreating your child way is not allowed. In your own proceeding way, that is not way to abuse a child, especially like me in this case. So Royal High has the legal tolerance, and this is a magical fantasy, have their own rights, and if you make a lot of mistakes, you will be asked to leave the Royal High Castle again. That's what's going to be happens, that whenever that happens, parents should not be doing that, hurtful your child. As always take care and treat that way to your child, treat properly, and don't ever be on harsh to them, him or her. So the CEO, may I ask, what would you think this is an idea? As always, remember, and when you want to ask for help, your parents will come to you. So be cooperate and other things, you should know what happened. Okay, but you might move on. One more to tell you that, so a location time through to Singapore, Hong Kong, right, all the same time will have to be like fix the time and fix issues regarding about I am a serious boys family matters that has a family issues. So this is why I have to tell you, I am a serious boy. Okay, JH2, this is why I just tell you that, share to you my family issue. How were you able to solve the issue? To make these things right, you should be the one, you should tell them to stop, and always remember what you need to make your decision. And one more thing to tell you before that leaving, to remember not to always like be upset to yourself. you have their own goods and your own rights. What they're doing is they're doing wrong things, especially to I Am a Serious Boys family members. Always remember that you cannot force yourself. You have your own decision rights, and always remember what does thing you need to be right. Okay, so JHU2, I just want to tell you something. How will you solve my family? To solve your family, right? Ask for help. Remember, don't force yourself. If you want to have your own schedule, you can ask for permission. Regarding about a serious matter that I wanted to close down the Superstar group chat in Hong Kong. How am I supposed to do? Okay, that one is not relevant to your topic. This is only for your own personal thing. But this thing you can close down whenever your family member say that you are unable to concentrate. You might ask to get them for contract termination. Alright, JG2. So please remember, right, when you say that contract termination means you ended contract. Am I right? Yes. The only ended contract termination or ended contract is you've been like working for many years or hosted for many years. What do you think? You can actually end if you would love to. It's your decision. Your choice to end your tour group if you would love to. Your decision has your own, but not by family, not your parents. You have your own decision that you created your own host as an outing in Hong Kong. Okay, one more thing to tell you. So how will you think that isn't right? Remember that this thing is not the way you like ended so harshly, and also remember what you need to avoid and things you need to make their own good decisions. You should know what is right. Alright then, so CEO of JH2, I have one more question to tell you. What would you think the Royal High has their own ways to let you face consequences if you do such bad things? To make things right, if you never turn up your homework, you might face consequences. That's the only way. Or you have not bring your books for a lesson or anything like materials, water bottles, and all everything items, your school property that you never bring to for lesson, you might get F, or you might face the consequences, or let to be like suspended from Royal High or expelled. And what was the possible thing you got trouble? You might suspend for 1 week. Second attemptation will be suspended for 3 months. Third attemptation will be expelled from school. Or either you can stay back for CCW and all that. So what socialize you think about it? JG2. Make your thing right that your parents should let y'all have your own decision, not theirs. Whenever that, the visa should be you. So this is why I should tell you and your advice. My advice is to listen to your parents, but don't force yourself. Always remember that this is not the way you tell your parents like that. The way it's an informal sentence. Alright then. Is there anything else you want to say something or before we can? Sorry, may I know where's the may I know where's the I think he just disconnected, sir. Okay, we'll just wait for him. So I think this is what happened. Sir, how can I ask? The head mistress office is closed. Good question, sir. Because it's you only get your own quest that you need the head mistress office person to unlock the door. That's the only way, the main point. Okay. Are we waiting for this CEO because he just got disconnected? I think that's the only way that he got disconnected. He should be standing through by that side, but he need to move with this movement. Because this game is like that, sir. That's the only way. Okay, I know this is what happened. If you want to, you can wait for him, you can. Alright. Sir, so you take care of this that room, okay? Okay. We taking care, don't worry. We're taking care of you, not to worry about it. So sorry to keep you waiting for that. It's okay. Where have you been? Just a bit like this, like the should stand around there. Okay. Okay, from where you left, what were you just saying that? I was just saying that the only way, that's the only way that you know you should like advise to listen to your family and all that wherever you are. And then the left period that time is that you like trying to task your parents and all that. And this is why I'm here to tell you about it. This is the only way. So that's the only way that happened. That what happened, you got trouble that time was a bit. Yeah, I think you should, you know what happened, you should check about your result. That thing you should. So what am I supposed to do? Okay, I am a serious boy. The only what happen you that is that you just need to like be advisable when you come here in this game. So that's the only way you have the main point. And I advise you that you should know what you're supposed to do, and always remember, sir. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right. Lucas J21633 is right. That's why you're supposed to be good boy in this game, in this, But sir, that's the only way that's forced. How are you able to do? Okay, if you think this is false, you can ask again what you want to. But the only request is what happened that my family got into a problem. We have checked already, it's your family problem, I know. But just tell you that your parents should not do this to you. They should face consequences to your family. Thank you. One more thing I tell you. I was saying that it's because I don't have my rights. I was speed like melt down here and there in Hong Kong and all that. Always what happened that I wasn't able to concentrate. How am I supposed to do within that thing that this is why I should tell you. Okay, just calm down about that, okay? Yeah, just one more thing. You're advisable that always remember you just keep yourself cool down and all that. This is why I'm here to tell you to calm down and all this to take this behavior. We will take your action to your parents about that. So your parents should face consequences and giving a contract termination when you close the outing group. So I'm letting you off with a letter within there's a warning letter, so you know what's going on that thing, you know how to avoid yourself into a trouble and all that. Remember, doing this is wrong. It's time to stand up what is right, sir. I understand, sir. I understand J2 too. But to be honest, there's no excuse. I take my full responsibility. Okay then, one more thing that I suggest that you should ignore them from now if you feel uncomfortable with it. So if you don't like when your parents tell you to that, just leave them alone and always keep yourself cool down until you get better. That's the only way that you should know about that. Okay, but one more thing, I tell you, how am I to do with that thing? Just don't worry about that, okay? We have it that way. So remember, to you, always remember, your parents should not do this to you. Your parents should face consequences, and they have to think about what they have done to you. I tell you that they are too shown off in front of you that it's your own decision whether you want to be yourself or with them. It's fine. So to prevent this happen, you should be your own decision. You know some players in, right? Just tell me that I don't like some of them. A student has a lot of complaint that they don't like players to be bullied or others. Even I myself sometimes. It keeps me annoying sometimes, So when you feel upset, how will you feel? I might not able to come to school and all, and also sometimes I may sick and all this. That's the only main point. That's all. Okay. So one more thing before I have announcement. Do you have any rights that you make your own decision? Sir, I only have the way that this is because I made my own decision from starting for many years. Okay, good. Any more questions before I have to make an announcement? No. Alright then. Thank you. I'm a serious boy. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. No problem. Now I'm gonna make an announcement ready from now on. Thank you, sir. So, remember, to I am a serious boy's parents, your consequences has been implemented for now because what you did to your son is wrong. He has his own decision that has own right. So you can't just tolerate his behavior and all that. Always remember what happened is that you should avoid mistreating your son's way because your son is upset always. So we are here to tell you that your advice is to be careful when you're supposed to treat yourself, and always remember to avoid this happen. Please stop all this kind of behavior and all that, because you might think you're trying to accuse him. Always stop all that nonsense behavior and all that. So this is why I have to make an advice to you on how will you treat your son that ways. As the owner of that, I can tell you that this is why I'm here to say that you might have received a bit of a contract termination from outings, as what he have explained. So they have shared to me before that many years or many months ago, it has been come to the employment today that we have used up all the chances. So unfortunately, it was an termination and would like to apologize for the inconvenience. And remember the advice you have asked not to join any kind of future teams unless if you want to appeal. Please appeal at least more than 100 words and within the full explanation. We ask that you all refrain from contacting to others or other people. You have to keep it to your private to yourself as always. So, as always, you are not supposed to treat me that way, mom and pa, and all that. Good job telling you that, and your mother. So please remember, as what you have to agree in terms of conditions and all that, according to the records. So remember always not to be upset to you. I am a serious boy. Thank you very much. So I guess that's nothing message, that's all for the broadcast. Officers, you may dismiss. Okay, everyone, have some announcements to tell you regarding about the Royal High legal schools rules. So many know of y'all that have been aware that your lesson that has been implemented on the classic day. Remember, that's the only way it happens in the weekend, right? We might not able to have a broadcast on the headmistress office unless if you want have to ask for headmistress to unlock the door so we can have a broadcast. So instead that will be a computer lab and have some admin matters. So you have watched that before, right? There's a new officer here also known, and the game has a security guard there. Meanwhile, there's also have a CEO in this game. You can also costume up as a CEO in Royal High. That only way, as what I have shown you in the broadcast, they say about a serious violation and it's a contract terminations. If you made a mistakes in Royal High, you might be terminated from joining Royal High, and also it's a serious violation. Violation is an offense in Roblox game. One more thing to tell you that always remember play safely and message positively. No negative things. The chat filter, right, will be set to hashtag if you type something inappropriately or informal words. Must be the formal word, so it will not show the hashtags or everything. So to remember, type peacefully, type wisely when you want to ask something. Don't just type in caps and all that and all everything. You should know what happened on. So in order not to be harmed or eventful thing, please play properly and all that in your daily time. Whenever you are, it's your own choice. That only way you should know. And how will you avoid in danger, and to avoid the endanger from other people and all that, like other player and all that. Like what happened the last time, right? In the back in years, there was one player who have accused me and terrorists in the Royal High in Sunset Island, that we have been caught like saying the vulgarity we never say. It's just only playing the word, calling, making fun names like that. It's not the vulgarities. So we just legit exit the Sunset Island and proceed to apartment in Royal High and go to our own. And this is why we had experienced that the last year already. Now the last word is, remember, right, in Royal High or other part of a game, I can tell, avoid yourself in danger and all that. So remember, no violations allowed and everything. Also, especially in real life, to my parents, as what just now have watched the broadcast, always not to treat children that way. And one more thing, that if fail to do so, might face consequences. Then you might be get troubled. So that's the only way to have what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to reflect. Stop, think, act, and reflect. That's the only way. What I did back in the school years also the same thing, although in Royal High also say the star of stop, think, and reflect and all that. So the broadcast is the end of today, and we have time. We're gonna move on. So what happened is that we're gonna play the same thing as what we did yesterday. A yellow card has been occurred. I made a new one already. So this is the only way that I made this new car, but this is made from China and through Hong Kong. So here I have some new handsets that have added already into the next area. So remember, if you think that this handset is not enough, you can add some more, but you need to change the number of an address. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so they can operate properly If you think that number is still the same, it will not operate. They will spoil by itself or invalid code. So here I have updated the new handset 4, 5 and 6, but I changed colors similar to other side of the Axis one, because this one is a really black color. In other words, to tell you that I've made a new house better way that I should get a new one. That only way you should know that when happened that this thing today that I have made my own choices, your thing is here. All this is the one, the handset, but still the same, but it's in Hong Kong version, Chinese. Let's test out the phone call and see how it works. Even though it's still the same ringtone, it's also okay. If you would love to change the ringtone, doesn't matter. So in other words, there's something to tell you that the Skype app is no longer operated already. You might use the Teams app in all countries. We have been using Skype for many years ago already. This is why it's ended. Okay, I'm just saying that it's closed already, the Roblox website. So this is why I keep playing here, but other things sometimes. But in this now, I made a Windows ready. It's a window frame here for Hong Kong. Why? Because I want to change it and simulate to Hong Kong. This one, keep it aside. It's a bit small. But this is made of a dormitory home, but the only way is because got telephone here. So I make this right and better way. How do you make that way? So that's the way it happens today. Okay, that's for that next one is that I have made that many years ago, but this is non-LED screen. So I made that before. Although right, I didn't get to use this one before. It's because I want to see the other thing, and I want to like tell you that this one is made from someone, but can legit change to unavailable because I think he doesn't want to, like, when I set to Hong Kong or something, let them be or let him be let it be just like that. Just keep it go through here and no AOE. But this is made of a microphone here, but without LED. That's the only way. Whenever the future come in right in this game, sometimes you want to blanket it, you can blanket it doesn't matter. So we did this many times already before the Vietnam trip, but I missed that period that we legit forgot to make edit video. Apologize for the inconvenience. So we just know that let's try to see how it works. I think that's what happened to Ginza. Some of Tokyo Metro platform doors are working, yeah. So that's the only ways that I have played before. So it could be a great time to play, but it's okay. Sometimes you want to create something or update, doesn't matter. Okay, I think that's why there's a big spaces here because of the. But I think the car won't drive here because you fall onto the ground. Should exit here and come back here. If you want to reverse, you can reverse. There's a time here that you set the time ready to open time. For an alternate route, right, sometimes you might come to Hong Kong. So this is why I'm here to play this game. And okay, my keyboard's a bit trouble, it's okay. Need to fix it soon. Okay, the doors are closing, and there's a barricade will close by itself. Okay, so nothing happens today, but we did something well. But yeah. So we did this already. The video has uploaded through by the updates and intercoms. Please watch it if you don't know. Let's return back to the Ningtang area. We see the train has been fixed issue now. After what happened, they collide by itself and fell from the track, also known as derailing. Hopefully this train solved issue already. Already disabled the collision, the every doors and all that. Prevent fell off from the track. But because of the platforms and the gaps with the train between the train and platform here are some too wider already. Let's see what happens later on. But it's gonna be like I'm not sure it's gonna be colliding or not. Hope this train is a bit of a standard train. So many years it has been servicing many years ago.
請勿靠近車門，請不要靠近車門。
I think
Please stand back
I
from
think
the
it doesn't
train
collide.
doors.
Okay, doesn't matter, it's fine. I put a car here to make some spaces, but I shall add some more car if needed. Yeah. It is now time for a break, and we'll get back to you later on.